Hello and welcome from the Rethink IT Europe 2017 in London. I'm here with Pamela Rucker from the CIO Executive Council. Hi Pamela, and welcome to the conference.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself and your background.
Sure. Pamela Rucker, I'm CIO Executive Council. I'm Chair of Women in Leadership and work with a lot of women to help mentor them into the areas of technology. I also chair the Technology Advisory Council for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and help them to determine how they're going to come up with digital initiatives to help them grow the organization.
So you're here as the chair of the event on both days.
Yes.
Which is a great pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, we've heard already some pretty interesting insights about how digitalization and all the new technologies are changing the game.
Yeah.
How do you think from your own viewpoint and your experiences that the IT space is being transformed?
I think that digital has changed the way we work today. I think a lot of the organizations that I deal with have not really given a lot of thought to not just the technology that they're working with, but the fact that the digital technologies that they are using are changing the way the employees are harnessing data or accessing data, where they're working at and where they're working from. It also changes the way that they're able to take information that used to not even be related to each other and put that together to create brand new products and services and create brand new places for them to play. Maybe places they didn't even know that they might be effective or have a product or service in the past. They can have that now.
From your own experiences, how do you think that the role of the CIO in a company is changing due to the last trends and challenges?
Well, it's interesting. I think the obvious one is that the CIO may have moved from more of a technology enabler to a business driver, but I think the not so obvious one is that the CIO is now moving from a person who has to have all the answers about technology to someone who's going to be an aggregator of people who have the answers. And that's because I think that the C-suite is no longer that. It's more of a D-suite, right? Everybody has to have some information about what they think digital means for their organization. And so as the person that sits in the middle of that entire company and knows what's happening, the CIO is really uniquely positioned to bring all of those voices together and to get them all talking about the way they should have their solutions built around technology.
What are some of the main challenges that CIOs are facing?
I think the biggest ones for me are harnessing data. I talk to a lot of people who are now trying to get all of their insights out of data, but just finding out where that data is, what they need to aggregate, what they need to collect, how they need to centralize that. How do you categorize that and get to the point where that information means something and you can use it? But then more than that, how do I take that data and make it useful for the people that work with me in the organization? So if you work with me and I'm giving you new access to data, how does that change your role? How does that change what you do every day when you come into the office or when you work from home or when you're talking to your client? And then making a way to help employees know how to market that ability differently to their clients. So maybe what I did in the past might be exploited through some new digital capabilities. How do I talk about that?
And if you look at the future within the coming months or the coming years, what do you think that will be the main trends in the IT space?
I think you're going to see a lot more of that. I think you're going to see more people focusing on data plus the development of their people. I think there's going to be a brand new resurgence in the fact that people have more power than they've ever had in the organization. And when you combine that with the vast amounts of data that we've collected, that tells us how we can go out and then make new inroads into the marketplace and sell things to our clients that maybe we didn't know we could sell before.
What are your expectations from the conference and your first impressions?
I love the conference. I love the fact that the Connect theme allows us to meet with different people from different backgrounds, different types of organizations, different locations. I also like the speed with which we talk about topics. We actually get on stage, talk about one topic, ask questions, and then go to another one pretty quickly. But it's in a seamless way, and it's a way that makes sense. And so I've not stopped writing since I've been here. My hand is pretty sore from typing or either writing because there's so much information that comes out of that. But as soon as the session is over, I'm also talking to people and meeting new people I've never even talked to before and finding out that we have synergies and ideas that are the same even though we're in different parts of the globe. So I love the Connect thing because it works really well for me.
Well, thank you very much for your time and have a great rest of the day here.
You're very welcome.